yell at some peckerhead. Dude, dude called up and he was throwing a goddamn fit. Like, he offered to buy. He's looking to buy the house. He's trying his hardest to buy the house. And he's like, I'm in LA and I've bought many houses before, and I know my way around buying houses, and 220, that seems like a lot to me, and it's like, dude, 220 is not 220 is not a lot, not for this area, not even for LA, dude. He's he's trying to yell at me, like, you have to do this, you have to do that. I was like, dude, you read the ad. You read the ad for the house. You read the ad for the house. You saw how it looks. You see it at the mess that was left after people had left and people had passed away. You saw it. It's been cleaned up a lot since then, but he's throwing an absolute wall-eyed piss fit because I'm not just bending a knee to him. He's like, well, I got to get the comparables. I gotta do my research and see if 220 is even a good enough deal. Dude, it is a good deal. If you're looking in the area, if you are actually looking in the area for a house, then you picked it because it was a good deal. You're talking to me because it's a good deal. You saw it as a good deal. You can't just go, well, if I'm going to be buying it, you better give me a discount. No, I'm not giving you a discount. Why the fuck would I give you a discount? Well, because, I'd be buying, with cash, and I have good credit, so I can get a loan for at least that much. Well, then get it and then come talk to me. Well, if I'm going to be paying cash, then I better get a discount. No, I'm not fucking giving you a discount. This isn't a Ford Fiesta, dude. You're not buying a damn car. You're buying a house. You can offer a damn deal. You want a discount? Give me a fucking offer. Oh, $220,000 for a house on nearly a quarter acre of land. That seems like a lot. Yeah, to a broke ass. I mean, shit, dude. I own a couple acres of land. I own a couple of acres of land. I bought that cash. This dude calling me up and saying, if I'm going to buy this house, you have to give me a discount. Why the fuck would I give you a discount? Why? Why would I give you a discount if you're buying it? No, I had my camera up and running on my computer when he was yelling at me. He's like, you better send me the comparables list. Why? He's like, I'm on Zillow right now looking at the house. Okay, you're on Zillow looking at the house, then you're already doing the comparables. You've already looked up the house. You know what it is. Oh, well, what repairs need to be done? Because if I want to buy the house, you better do the repairs. It says as is in the ad. You're buying the house as is. No repairs, none of that crap. Because when you buy a house, the seller has the option to, do a repairs thing before the house is finalized and everything. They put money into an escrow. You get a certain portion of that money that goes towards repairs, and then anything left over after the repairs, that's what you get to keep. This is as is sale by owner. And he's like, well, you got to contact a realtor, and then the realtor will give you this. It's like, no. But if I sell through a realtor, I got to give the realtor like 6%. It's like, what? I'm not gonna give somebody else money to sell my house for me. Oh, well, this, that, and another. Yeah, this, that, and another. I don't care. He's yelling at me, screaming at me, telling me that I have to do it his way. You're buying from me. You're not buying, from somebody on, Facebook Marketplace. It's hilarious how many people will call and be like, you got to give me, X amount of money off, or will you take, half the price? This is a 2,412 square foot house on a quarter acre. We are 2 blocks from the river. We are 2 blocks from 2 boat ramps. We are 2 blocks from a park. We are 4 blocks from stores. We're 3 blocks from a gas station. We are in a centrally located area with mountain views. And he's whining. And this dude literally called me and told me that I had to sell things the way he wants me to sell it. Hi, Chris. Yeah. I'm selling this house. This is my mother's house. This is my mother's house. And she's looking to move out. Yeah. Yeah, that's my porch light. Been doing good. Still dealing with the Social Security office and all that stuff. But yeah, this is a 2,412 square foot house, brick house, mind you. It has technically 3 bedrooms, because the walk-in pantry is actually bedroom size. But we're selling it for $220,000. The neighbor's house over here, which is half the size, sold for $246,000. Neighbor's house over there, $280,000 value. The mini houses across the street, the property alone with the 2 little mini houses on it is like, I think it's like $195,000 for one plot. And it's crazy. It's crazy that people are calling and going, well, I can offer you $110,000. Cool, you can offer it, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to accept half the money. It blows my mind. It really does. It's freaking hilarious. I mean, we're getting calls left and right from, what are they, investor groups, and hi. These investor groups are like, hey, we're looking to buy houses in your area and this and that, and can we buy it for $130,000 and then flip it? Well, you could if I was willing to, and I'm not. I mean, this is a beautiful property. This is just the grilling area. This is the shed. There's my other shed over there. And then you have an actual house right there. Yeah, if you did a super chat, that'd be crazy. But yeah, this is, I mean, seriously, how many houses in this area? I looked it up. If you go to Zillow and you look up this area and you pull up a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath on, over 10,000 acres or 10,000 square feet of property, then you're not going to find many in this area. You're going to find like 5 or 6 that are close, but most of them are, like 3 or 4 bedroom houses. Yeah, Chris's wedding, huh? Hi. Peace. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm looking at houses in the area that are roughly the same size, roughly the same footprint, roughly the same, stuff. This is RV parking. This is an RV parking slab. This is massive. And they're like, well, this, that, and another. And okay, the area we're in is like $265,000 to, $400,000 for houses. And it's like, you're seriously throwing a huge fit because I'm not willing to give you a discount on a house. This isn't marketplace. It's not where, you can haggle and be like, I'll buy the thing, but I'll do cash and trade, stuff like that. It's funny. Like we've got investor groups, and they're like, yeah, we've got millions and millions of dollars in investors, but we can't come up to the price you're asking. Well, then you don't have millions of dollars in anything. You're literally just blowing smoke. It's crazy. It's crazy because if you think about it, if you have a house for sale, so you have a house for sale, and an investor group of multiple people is trying to put money on that house, they each put in a portion of the money, and then they all work together to better the property and then flip it for a profit. And these people are calling and saying, oh yeah, we have investors, we have the ability to get all kinds of funds that are available, but we can't come up with $220,000. If you can't come up with $220,000, then you can't actually do anything. It blows my mind that investors can't come up with that money. They refuse. And it's like it's a stress. It's stressful. It's as stressful as me trying to sell my quad. I have a four-wheeler. It's a $5,000 four-wheeler. It's literally valued at $5,000. It is modified. It is street legal. It is everything. I have a trailer built for it. People are still going, well, I can give you like this broke down car that doesn't run and is missing two doors. No, I'm not looking to trade. Just like the house, I'm not willing or looking to, sell it for, way less than I have it posted for. I have a set price because, I looked at the properties in the area. God dang. I looked at properties in the area, and that's roughly what the going rate. It blows my mind. Like, if a house half the size can go for $246,000, then how come a house on this huge plot of land that is larger can't? I mean, good Lord. Yeah, gotta love them. Yeah, gotta love all the big trucks that roll through here. It blows my mind that so many people will call and be like, I can offer you money for the house, but you have to do it my way. And no, this house is literally, okay, so the edging of the roof. Let's see if I can get this light to kick on real quick. There we go. Okay, so this edging right here, that's all that needs to be replaced on the roof. I've already worked out the price on that. It's like $1,800. It's like $1,800 to fix that. And to get power here, you're literally just running line underground from the corner of the house over to here to do power here. That's it. That's it. And then you have power for here. But currently the shed is solar powered. It's solar powered. There's the other little switch. Hang on. Where are you? There. Yeah, currently it is solar powered. It's not hard. But these guys are calling up and being like, I work for such and such realty group, plus or whatever, and we can offer you $130,000 cash, sight unseen. Well, you're not going to get the house then, so I'm not going to take that. And they're like, but you have to, you have to do it the way we want it. Oh, I've never seen a house that, you have to put a down payment on. What do you mean you've never seen a house that a down payment wasn't needed? I have to know that you have the cash. The bank has to know that you're, real. Guys, like, I had multiple calls from the same guy from different phone numbers in different states because he was running through a call center. And it's like, I'm listening to the chatter in the background, and you can tell, when it's a phone bank where they're going from one thing to another. This guy was trying to convince me to say, like, a script. He's like, I need you to say your full name and that you're the owner of the house. And when I ask you these questions, you have to answer with either a solid yes or a solid no. And then he was asking me all these questions. I was like, yeah, yeah. And he was getting really, really mad at me. And I hung up on him. He called me back with a different number from a different state. Then I hung up on him again. I was like, dude, I hung up on you. He's like, oh, we must have gotten disconnected. I was like, no, we got cut off. I literally hung up on you. And he called me like 4 times. And then I got a new call from a new guy from LA. And he's like, oh yeah, you need to, I really want to buy the house over there because my ex-wife lives in the area, and I'm looking at houses in the area, and this one looks really cool and is a decent price. And he said it was a decent price, but the moment that I said, yeah, we're going to do half up front, we're going to use that money to get everything out of the house, clear up the property for you, and then 30 days later we'll do a closing. You'll go to the county office, and the house will be signed over. And at that moment, you're going to be giving the other half the money. Oh, well, that's I've never heard of anybody having to do a down payment like that. It's like, it's called a short sale. That's what it is. It's a short sale. You sign it over, acknowledging that the homeowner does not have to do any repairs or maintenance things before the house is sold. That's a short sale. He's like, I've never heard of that, and I've bought a dozen houses. Well, if you bought a dozen houses, then you would know what's going on. So we've got 15 people that have the house bookmarked just on Zillow. 2 of the other realtor sites, we have like 40 people combined that are interested in the property. But apparently every one of them is a broke homeless person because they can't seem to come up with more than $120,000. It's like, if you can't afford a $220,000 house, then you're going to end up being, buying, like a trailer house. And it blows my mind. It really does. It boggles every ounce of me as to why people who can't, afford a house contact somebody of a house that is like actually, out of their league. If you're looking at buying a house and you can only come up with like $130,000, why are you looking up houses that are like $250,000? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And it bugs me. Like, I'm always on the phone. All day, every day. All day, every day. Just phone call after phone call after phone call. Dealing with these people. And this guy today, I blew up on him because he's yelling at me and telling me how to do things, and that I have to do it his way. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. It's not how this works. If this was Facebook Marketplace or like Craigslist, yeah, maybe. But you don't call up the home owner and be like, hey, I see that you're selling this house. I see that it's for sale as is, but will you take, X amount of money under that? No. Give an offer. Don't ask me, how, well, what offers have you gotten so far? I'm not going to tell you that information. I'm not going to give you information because then you're going to go, oh, well, I can offer you this. It's freaking hilarious. Like, if you're broke, just say you're broke. If you can't afford anything, then you just can't afford anything. It's like I wanna buy a specific truck. I'm not gonna go and go up to the buyer and go, hey, well, I know that you're selling it for $1,000. Will you take 250 and this broken mop handle? That's not how it works. This is a house. You're buying a house. You're not going to go, well, how many other people have been offering money if you haven't had offers? That's why it's still for sale. It's only been on Zillow for like, what, 66 days? And they're acting like it's been on there for 2, 4, 5, 6 years. It just blows my mind. It's hilarious. And it's fun to yell at people on the phone because I know that they're not going to do anything. Especially when it's a home sale. They have my address. Roll up, I dare you. I dare you. It's funny, is it? Like, yeah, if you really, really, really thought about it, you could roll up at any time. Take a look at the house. You can drive by, take a look at the house. You can. It's here. I'm not gonna put the house away so you can't see it. It's freaking hilarious. And for some guy to yell at me, to yell at me and be like, you got to do it this way and that way, and so, no, I don't. I don't have to sell to you if I don't want to. That's the joys of selling stuff. You get to choose who you sell it to. They don't get it. I mean, if I go to a store, I can choose to buy, sour cream and onion chips or barbecue chips. If I'm going to buy a house, I can make the offer, and the person can tell me, no, I don't like you. And that's what I'm doing to this guy. And it's like I'm weeding out all the fakes and flakes because all these people are like, I can't. It's like, yeah, I see you're the only one, but I talk to everybody because I know that this video is going to stay up for a long time, and it's going to be up, and other people are going to come in, and they're going to see it after the fact. But yeah, it blows my mind at how stupid people can be. If you're looking at comparables, like you go on Zillow, you put in the type of house you want. You go, I want a house. I don't want, a 55 plus community. I don't want manufactured homes. I'm not looking for lots and land. So you type that in. You put that in a little choice box. You search for houses in your price range. You search for houses with the beds and baths that you're looking for. You do the searching, and then you search for the area. Now you can see all the houses that meet your criteria and their pricing. So that's what a comparables is. You look for houses that are similar, and then you can see the houses, the lists, the prices, and you know the bottom tier and the top tier. Well, if you go on Zillow, you can do the exact same search, but you can switch it from for sale to sold. And when you do the sold, then you can see the actual houses, what they sold for. And when you look up what they sold for versus what they were for sale for, it's only like a $10,000 to $20,000 difference. There's a clown house. I call it the clown house because it literally looks like a clown house, and it sold for almost $300,000. And it's like, if that house can sell for that, and it's smaller than this one, then this one should be able to sell for $220. But getting all these little flakes and fakes, just, oh, what are the comparables? You're on Zillow right now looking at it. You told me that you're on Zillow right now looking at it. Then you know what the comparables are. If you just go up to the top and click, from the for sale to sold, then bam, you can see the comparables. You see what it's worth. You see, the top and bottom of everything. And it's like, okay, $220,000. If you look at any market, in the area, houses and whatnot, then $220,000 is actually a pretty damn good deal for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, solid brick house. I mean, this house is massive. I'm not even at the end of the driveway and I'm still walking. I mean, look, all the way back there. The front yard with patio, pergola, grilling area, and blocks, everything. That way over there, that is the driveway to the house. Way over there, that's the brick wall. This is a 100 by 100 square plot of land. And they're like, well, I looked up this and I'm searching, and 220 seems like a lot of money. It's like, no, it doesn't. Not when you actually take into account that the average plot of land in this city is 5,000 square feet. You're talking 10,000 plus for this property. 10,000 plus square feet of property. The average house in the area is around 1,100 square feet. This is 2,412 square feet. The average house in the area sells for $240,000. So it's twice as big, on twice the lot size, and I'm asking $10,000 to $20,000 under the average for the area. And I'm still getting people contacting me going, will you take half? No, because I'm not retarded. I mean, I have it for sale for $220. I'm not gonna take $110. I'm not gonna take $130. I'm not gonna take $140. I'm going to sell it for as close to what I'm asking as possible. And because we're in contact with 2 realtor groups, and if I go with either one of them, for the first one that comes up with a good comparables list at the proper, everything, and shows us a decent amount, then we might go with them. But for right now, it's for sale by owner, and if you can't come up with half up front, then I'm not going to sell to you, because we're treating this like an actual, sale made by a homeowner or a property owner, where somebody comes in and proves that they have the money. If you can't prove that you have the money, then I'm not going to sell to you. If you tell me I have investors and I'll have to ask them if I can have money to buy this, then I'm going to turn around and say, no, I'm not going to sell to you. I don't care. You can yell at me all you want. You can throw a fit all you want. The whole point is this is my property. I have it up for sale. If you cannot meet my requirements, I'm not going to sell to you. Plain and simple. If I want to sell my car, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're offering me this and I have it for this. We can, do this, that, and another. No. If you can't come with money, then you can't buy the property. I'm not going to sell you a house on wishes and dreams. It's not how it works. If you don't have money, you can't buy. Like, no deposit, no return. I'm not gonna sit here pussyfoot around and be like, well, I'm gonna contact bank whatever and trade whatever group and sign the house over to you and then have a hopes and dreams that I'm going to get this, that, and another. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not stupid. It's just not how it's going to work. It just it blows my mind. But yeah, I'm still in other news. In other news, I am still dealing with physical therapy for my bone damage and broken this, broken that, and physical therapy went crazy the other day. Pretty much broke me. It was funny because when she was doing having me do the exercise and everything, my left arm went paralyzed, and she had to do a whole bunch of work for me and to get my hands working again. Yeah, it's crazy, but hopefully, uh, when they do the paperwork for the Social Security Department, that I can get that going through, because I was already denied once for disability because they said I'm too young for arthritis. And it's like, I've got arthritis in my neck, I've got arthritis in my shoulders, I've got arthritis in my elbows, I've got arthritis in my hips, knees, hands, lower back, and I've got degenerative disc disease in my neck. And it's like, I'm being told by a Social Security Department, oh, you're healthy enough to work. Yeah, but my doctor says I'm not supposed to lift anything over 50 pounds, and I shouldn't be standing for long periods of time, or sitting for long periods of time for that matter. That's why I keep having to get up and move and stuff, because I'm supposed to keep my joints moving, otherwise they lock up. But yeah, I mean, I'm still fighting that because I'm too young for this and too young for that, but the doctors say different. But you know how it is, doctors say one thing and the government says no. Our pencil pushers in the main office say you're fine. But as soon as this house sells, I'm gonna pay somebody to build me a cabin, or I'm gonna do it myself, and I'm gonna build up at my ranch, because it's like, I own a ranch. I own the ranch. I own property out there. I bought it cash money. I had money, so I bought a ranch, and now I'm trying to sell this house for my mom, and get her out to her own place. Something smaller, something where she doesn't have to maintain everything. Like, she doesn't have to maintain the AC. She doesn't have to maintain the water. She doesn't have to do this. She wants to live either in an RV up at the RV park, where the maintenance crews take care of everything for you, or she wants to live in one of those apartment complexes type things where she owns it, but they maintain everything. But yeah, just gotta freaking get the damn house sold. And having people contact you and going, I was on X site or whatever, and I was looking up houses that are similar to yours, and I see that yours is a decent price. Can you go with less? And how many people have even offered you any money? It's like, we've had like 40 or 50 offers already. Nobody's come up with the magic number that we have in our heads. Because when you're selling something, you have a magic number in your head of what you're willing to go. Yeah, I'll take that. You have a magic number. It's there. But until these people come up with a magic number, I'm not going to say yes. Until they agree to our terms, I'm not going to agree. You're going to have to either come up with half, and then give us the 30 days to move everything out and get the house cleaned up for you, and then we you pay us the rest and we sign over, or you're not going to get the house. I'm not going to have you call up and yell at me over the phone telling me I have to do things for you. I have to provide you with this. I have to provide you with that. I have to do this, that, and another. This guy said I have to provide him with documents showing that we own the house outright. It's like, I told the guy, go to the county assessor's website. You literally type in the county assessor's office. You type in the property number or the address, and it pulls up. It tells you who owns the house, if it's owned by multiple people. It tells you if there's mortgages taken out. It tells if there's liens on the property. It gives all the information. It gives the house square footage. It gives the property information, everything that you need to know. You can contact the county assessor's office and go, is there any other owners? And they'll go no or yes. They'll give you all the information. I don't have to provide that information. I don't have to fax you information. I don't have to mail you information. I don't have to put out any monetary anything monetary to get you information, especially because all this stuff is free through the county. You just go online and you look it up. The house is for sale for less than what it's worth. And the reason why we're doing that is because we know that you need to redo the trim or whatever of the roof. It's like, that's $1,800. I've already priced it out. Just $1,800 will get you all the materials and then some. To do the power to this here to get it, the outlets and stuff in here working is like $2,000. The pantry is the size of an average bedroom. I mean, I think it's what is it? It's like 14. It's like 14 by 14 bedroom size, but it's a pantry. It has its own independent back room, storage room. That's the average size of a walk-in closet. It has a window. It has its own independent air conditioning. It is a bedroom technically. So technically it's a 3-bedroom house. Okay, 3-bedroom house on 10,000 square feet of property for sale for $220,000. Oh, well, that seems like a lot. Not really, especially when you're looking at houses in the area that are only like 1,100 to 1,400 square feet on 5,000 square feet of property. So it's twice the size of all the other houses, has more square footage, and the property is on a double lot. It's the average lot here is 5,000 square feet. This is over 10,000 square feet. And you're telling me that the house isn't worth $220,000? The house next door, the master bedroom, is literally just the dining room with a door put on it, and the patio door is still in the master bedroom. That sold for $246,000. You're telling me $246,000 can buy you a house where the master bedroom is technically the dining room, but I'm asking too much? I doubt it. I mean, good Lord, people. Driving me nuts with this. You really are. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand these people. I don't understand how people can whine and complain about the price of something that they admit they cannot afford to begin with. Oh, I want to buy the house, but, I don't have that much money. I can only afford, half that. Then why are you looking? I know you can dream, but why are you calling me? Why are you sending me emails? Why are you sending me text messages? Why? Why? It drives me nuts. But I am done. I'm done. Ugh. I'm so done with this right now. But I'll see you guys on the next one.